All right, good morning everyone. Welcome to the live stream where we first review the watch list and then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a good Tuesday, good evening, healthy breakfast, and are ready to trade the market open. It is, what day is today? It's Wednesday already. It's the 12th of February and it's 9:15 a.m. We got another 15 minutes till the market opens at 9:30. And then we'll wrap this whole live stream up between 30 and 60 minutes of live trading after the opening bell. Check out the video description below for some FAQs. Let's get to the watch list. And let's see, scroll down here, move that. Yeah, okay, everything looks good to go. I ran the scanner this morning, and at first it was a little slow, and this was around right around 8 o'clock. Not too much popping up, but then we just had a few more things popping up. So even though we have TRXC and CASA as the two best stocks, that was the two best stocks at 8 a.m. And I think there might be some other ones. So we'll try to figure out what the best possible gapper is. And that's always something, you should really be thinking about, because there should be one clear gapper that everyone is looking at. And if there is that one clear gapper, it tends to do it exceptionally well. So that's what we're always going to be looking for. Morning, Andrew. You seem really excited. So let's quickly see if there's anything else we're missing. I'm just gonna run the scanner one more time, even though it should be auto-populating. Okay, double check. So we have WLL, let's see, CRC I think is the new one. So I'll just add this one as well, CRC. So we have 17 right now. Anything else? I think that was everything. CHFS, I don't remember seeing that one. I'm gonna add this CHFS. And ZKIN. Could have swore there was a ZKIN on here. Am I just not seeing it? I'm just gonna ZKIN. No, guess it wasn't. CASA RLGT, PTN, AIM from yesterday's SEEL. I think is the new one. Okay, so we actually did have quite a few new ones pop up. That I was not aware of. So we're going to go through the whole list just very quickly and just kind of see what's been going on. So WLL, let's see here. Not really in the market cap or shares outstanding that we want to be looking at. Just keep going. AGRX, nice little bounce here off this 4.4 support level, but again, not really moving that much. Also more of a big cap. Not too much activity here with RIOT pre-market, but it is kind of exactly what we're looking for. However, pre-market session and pre-market. Okay, it has some news from yesterday. So that makes a lot of sense. Had a pretty nice little run yesterday as well, huh? 20%, not really that much. I don't know if we're going to be trading this one. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. CRC. No, not looking to NE. No, too cheap. BERI. Could be interesting, but big resistance above that I don't really like. Although the moving average is below it, that's really, really nice to see. But again, big long-term resistance here. So I'm not sure if we're going to be trading this one. A lot of news, income, good news. What kind of gapper is this? About 8%, just not really moving that much. ACOR. We got SEEL. No. TROV. Whoops. A little bit of lag. And we're already approaching the kind of the ones I was looking at anyway. So looks like some of the new ones we added aren't really moving as much as I was hoping for. CASA. So this is kind of the second one, the potential runner-up that I was looking at. And, pre-market was one of the few things that was actually moving, kind of holding its highs right around here at 415. Big resistance above. Try to break out from it, got rejected, but I feel like maybe it hasn't had its full turn yet. 328 million market cap is kind of large, and then 84 million shares outstanding is in theory much more than we would want to be trading. But I was looking this one up, and their actual float is 28 million. So that's a big reason I think these guys were just exploded here, even though this is only about a 14% gain. Not the biggest move, but we're going to keep an eye on this one. I'm going to see if it can break out of here with some volume, maybe at the opening bell. Let's just say above on this one. And let's go ahead to TRXC. Now this is the one this is the one that kind of caught my eye off the back, because it's, it's gapping up about 60%, or actually maybe 50%. Yeah, just about 50%. And, finding some big support here at 1.4. Recent reverse split. You can see that on the daily chart. I don't like their pre-market pattern though, really giving them back a lot of profits. A lot of times when you see something like this, it just continues to sell off. Resistance, I would say closer to 2. Which it did kind of reach, but if it breaks 2, could keep running. Let's say at or above here. Let's quickly check what kind of warrants they have. So I was going through their 10Q, just searching for warrants, and you could also check for exercise price. Both are typically good things to be searching for. Exercise price. $1 per unit seems to be where there is a lot of exercise price. Some warrants there. $67 warrants just adjusted from, okay, they actually got pushed down to 0.67. So really quickly, here's kind of what I'm looking at. So I'm just going through their 10Q, and you can see that they have some warrants, companies, common stock. Outstanding Series B warrants. Exercise price adjusted from $1 per share to 0.67. So that's where a lot of dilution might take place. You see that they're adjusted outstanding as of September 30th, 2019. So yeah, you want to watch out. I mean, this thing, maybe that's why it's having some issues running, because there's just some debt that can be exercised at these prices. So just keep an eye on for that. A lot of selling going on here. To be honest, going through this list, I'm not blown away by anything that I'm like, oh man, this is what we want to be trading this pre-market. Yeah, morning guys. I just saw you guys all come in. I just checked the chat. Yeah, Andy, I see you. DTSS, we're going to check that one in a second. I added that one to the watch list just a little bit ago. ILNA, just kind of going through the whole watch list. Wow, this one completely got pulled back, huh? Ran all the way up to the 180-day moving average almost at 3.4, and then just got totally rejected. Yeah, DTSS. I really do think that this might be our main gap and go ticker. I almost kind of want to change the name of this video. I see what you posted there. I was just reading your message and I was like, that looks like news about DTSS. Let's quickly throw it up here. So 55 million market cap, 20 million shares outstanding. Let's do a little bit more research here. This thing looks pretty interesting. I think this is definitely the I can't speak. The top stock we want to probably be trading market open. DTSS, just checking out. 5.9 million float. Nice. That's really good. Big breakout from this resistance area at 3.25. That's really nice as well. You know, this thing might run again. I wouldn't be surprised if it just absolutely killed it pre-market. I'm keeping a close eye on this one. Might even want to trade it. Good news, tiny float. Coronavirus, so it has micro and macro news behind it. Nice, nice, looks good. I got a little lemonade I just made. I'm pretty excited about it. A little bit of, about one lemon and some honey. Nice, they got a 10Q front and center. Let's quickly check this one out. I really think that this might have a nice bounce here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm extremely tempted to be trading this pre-market. Big buyers, 3.4, kind of coming in here. Gapping up 40%. So it's not gapping up as much as TRXC, but its chart just looks so much better. So I think honestly today is more of DTSS as our main gapper, and then TRXC as our runner-up. I think that's what we're really going to be focusing on today. Exercise price at 6. Some warrants out there, just watch out. And makes total sense. $6 we're absolutely crushed in this area. Try to touch it again. Yeah, already up 5%. I knew I wanted to trade this. I just felt it. We're going to be trading with about $1,000 position sizes today. We could maybe squeeze out 3 trades if we traded with $900 position sizes, but I think I'm just going to be focusing on 2 trades. So if we wanted to trade DTSS, we'd be looking for about $300 position size. If we traded it at the current price. Some big support at 3.26, 3.15, just right above 3, huge support. We got another 2 more minutes till the market opens, so plenty of time to just kind of relax a little bit. How about AIM? So AIM looked pretty interesting. It was kind of big runner yesterday. Well, I would say like a pre-market runner, and then afternoon just completely got crushed. Pulled back to some key support areas. I think at $1 this morning. Yeah, this was a nice little bounce here, huh? Whoops, why is that clicker not working? 50% bounce. Big support above at 1.4. I'm going to go ahead and put an alert on this one. I think I'm going to be focusing on DTSS that we just found, but I'm going to put an alert on this one anyway. I'm also going to put alert if we pull back. Sebastian Führungszentral. Rocking cold right now. What sounds good? What's up, OMX? And morning, Kathy, as well. I see you in there. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. 33 seconds till the market opens. I wouldn't be surprised if TRXC pulled back a bit more, if it found like at 1.25, maybe found some tremendous support. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna be looking at DTSS right out of the gates though. Already pulling up here. I think this one thing could really keep running. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. We'll rendezvous in a few minutes. Big buyers. Markets are all green. Woo, this thing is still pulling. Should have got it pre-market. I really was thinking about that. All right, pulled back. Selling off a little bit. Maybe we can get an entry right here at the low. Got a little pullback on this one. Holding its highs. We got a really quick pullback on this one. Was kind of hoping it would continue. We're out of this trade. Small 3% profit. Didn't like that it didn't bounce that hard. That was a little sketchy. Had to be really quick on that one. Why is that pulling back so hard? It's really aggressive pullback. DTSS, big dollar volume, a lot of attention on it. If we wanted to trade it a little bit lower than this area, I would be looking for about 350 shares. That was a really aggressive pullback. I was not expecting that. AIM, really quickly, to just pull it up for a second. 1.25, big support. That's kind of what we were talking about. Might be a red to green move on this one. DTSS, a lot of volume. This could also be a red to green move. That selling volume though, right in the market open. I was just like, woo, I don't want to be part of that. It's unfortunate we didn't get that big pop to the upside. Would have had to be really quick on that one. 11% move though. Could have happened. I'm going to see if this thing pulls back one more time here. Whoop. AIM is below 1.26. Whoa, we got 37 concurrent viewers. I think that's a maybe new record. Really good to have you guys here. Good fun. 6%, little bounce here. That was a ridiculous first trade. I felt the dip coming, but I was expecting a bit more of a recovery. Red to green move right now, potentially 3.2, big support. That big selling volume though, just massive selling volume. That pullback was about 15%. Another 15% pullback would put us under $3. First trade was a little bit smaller position size than I was looking for. I think this is, like I said in the beginning, I think there's a good chance it's going to be a red to green move. Basically looking for a little support to come in here and then a pop back to the upside. Probably a good chance it's going to retest VWAP. Why are my trades not showing up? Where are my trades? Where are my trades? My trades aren't showing up. There they go. Das folgt für Metzig. I feel like we're running some propaganda channel right now. It's really funny, Sebastian. Okay, AIM, I'm going to look at that again. 1.3, guys, also red to green move. This could be really, really good. I kind of have high hopes for AIM, but I'm not sure if we're going to be trading this one. I just kind of want to be focusing. 4% move, not that bad. More volume on DTSS. 1.33 getting chipped away. Looks like we're about to have a break. Can we break this area right here at 1.34? That's the question. Big volume building up. Boom. Boom. Now this is a classic red to green move. Found support at 1.27. Ran up here. 9% move so far. 1.4 is big resistance. AIM is definitely taking the lead today. Shoo. Yeah, we probably could have traded this one. It's a really good chance it's going to pull back to maybe some former support levels. Going to quickly look at DTSS again. Could be pulling back right now. I'm going to put a little alert here, see if it pulls back. Create alert at or below. AIM, 33% rally, huge. Well, not huge, but really nice. Guys, that red to green move would have been the ticket. Good call, Jubin and Andrew. I see you guys looking at it. I hope you guys got a nice trade off of it. If we wanted to trade it, we would be looking for a possible pullback, 1.4, 1.3. Got to reduce the position size a little bit. Still a little bit too high of a position size. AIM broke higher, looking really nice. Next chicken dinner. That's a lot of pressure you're putting me under. 3.3 DTS, kind of holding this area. I was expecting another dip, and I think there's a good chance it might dip again. I'm just going to be watching it a little bit. I have an alert here at 3.13, so this one could also be having a red to green move. I don't know. Let's see. It's trying to break higher right now. 3.3, 3.4. Little rejection off this area. We've been here before. This is an all too familiar setup. I'm going to go ahead, remove my AIM trade really quickly. DTS just has a lot of volume. AIM at 1.51, huge move so far. Still looking at DTS. Don't really think we're going to get a pullback this aggressive, but if we do, I don't think it will be very long-lived. So potential entry there right there. AIM pulling back at 1.47. $1.4 could be a really, really good entry on this one. Nice run up so far. This move was about 20% move. So guys, that red to green move on AIM, we definitely should have been more focused on it. That was definitely the ticket. DTSS kind of got me distracted, but at least we were able to get a little trade out of it. Good morning, Heiko. So I think I'm going to go ahead and remove my order on DTSS, although, you know, I do think there's a good chance that this could be a potential trade. We've already had another pullback here, but, you know, you just got to watch out these. These things can kind of just crawl lower and lower. So nice little one we had it on it already. Don't want to, you know, overdo it. AIM pulling back now. We're looking for about 1,200, actually about $800 position share size, 800 shares. Let's see what kind of pullback we get. I'm going to be watching the 5-minute chart. If we wanted an entry around 1.4, 1.3, remember we're trading about $1,000 position size, so about 800 shares. I don't really know if it's going to pull back that much, but on the 5-minute chart, you can kind of see big support in this area, 1.33. This is where we broke out of. So sometimes it likes to retest that area. Although I must say 1.4 might be a bit more significant. We'll see. I don't know, IBIO, I have not looked at it at all. IBIO. Don't want to remove my focus too much from AIM. I don't know, IBIO kind of pulling back a little bit, not a lot of volume. I wouldn't be day trading it just based on the stats I see from here. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they have any news or anything like that about them. Yeah, 41 views. I see that blockchain. AIM pulling back. Whew, I feel like my focus is all over the place right now. ONTX. Let me pull that one up. Although, still looking for this possible entry at 35. Let's see if we can get a crack there. DTSS still at 315, kind of a snoozer. God, I say that wrong every time. AIM. ONTX, nice call. I see 4.46, finding some big support. I typically don't trade sub dollars, but you know what? This one looks just like AIM, how it found that support right here and then pulled back up. So could be really nice. Big support underneath as well. I'm not sure if it has any news. And pulling back to the 1.4. This is what I was kind of saying. 1.4 is probably going to be the big support zone. I don't know if it's going to pull back further than that. If I was a little bit more aggressive, I would probably be trying to do an entry around here, but I'm just going to watch it a little bit longer. Potential roll-off. I'm using coronavirus. See up here, Fox Business, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Getting a little pullback back to 1.4. This is the test. And looks like it held. But who knows? Let's not say anything too fast. Still selling pressure. Markets are green. NASDAQ 0.6, S&P 0.5, and Dow Jones 0.7. Really good sign. Breakouts tend to be a little bit stronger when the markets are green. AIM is dipping. Yep, that's true. This is also the time I want to see if we can find some snoozers that will have the potential to absolutely rip. Just like REXN yesterday. So REXN was our second runner. It was our runner-up gapper. And the first, it pulled back in the beginning, and then it basically just held its highs at, I don't know what price it was. I don't know. I forgot. It was like 275 or something like that. Just totally held its price, kind of flatlined. And then around 10 o'clock, it ran super, super hard. So maybe we'll get another one of those. AIM pulling back now. About 800 shares at 35. It's about an 8% pullback. I'm going to be a little bit more cautious, I think, on this one. I might have been too cautious, but who knows. DTS. All right, Andrew, here we go. DTS. Yeah, 3.23, kind of holding this area. It looks really, really good. I don't know how I feel about AIM right now, to be honest. I'm a little bit undecided. I'm going to quickly remove my trade on that one. Just check out DTSS for a second. I like the fact that it's found some support. I don't like the fact that it's a bit stair-stepping down right now. 15-minute EMA kind of looking like some resistance here. I don't know. I find a bit more resistance above and then ideal potential entry. So that's making me a little bit cautious on it for sure. I still have my alert. I would probably like to enter this if it dips below 3. DTS could be one of those red to green moves though. Kind of finding some big support in this area. I might have been way too cautious on it. It does look like it's gaining some momentum here, but I don't know if I'm going to be trading it just yet. AIM also finding big support in this area. It looks really, really good. I'm a little disappointed that we missed this big move here to the upside. That was a 20% rally, and we kind of missed this one, even though it was kind of obvious. Big support in this area. So, you know, that happens sometimes. I really don't like when that happens. NAK, I'm not sure. Let me check it out. And before I check that out, let me put an alert on here. Create alert. Guys, AIM breaking out right now. Hello. NAK is more of a mid cap. I typically don't trade mid caps for this cap and go strategy. Huge, 500,000 shares outstanding. Ooh, that's a lot. So it's going to be a bit more slow mover. Doesn't mean it can't be a phenomenal trade. Guys, AIM, 5-minute pullback here. Really, really healthy. This is typically what you look for. Look at pullback right to 1.4. So that's really good. And then looking for a 1-minute breakout or 1-minute pullback after a 5-minute breakout is a phenomenal time for an entry. But I think I might be a little too chicken. Let's see what happens. I've been skunked on these setups so many times, which has made me super on edge about them. 1.47 could be breaking out right here. Oh, guys, I think I'm going to watch this whole thing and just not trade it. I don't know. It's a really good opportunity. Huge, 6%. 5-minute breakout right now. It's happening right before our eyes. 150, big sellers trying to break out from this area. $150 looks like it's going to crack. Big buyers, lots of buyers. Might be getting in on this one, 147. Big buyers. We're going to be inching back to 1.5 in a second here. Reduce my position size a little bit. Now it's pulling back. This is why I don't like trading these for some reason. I don't know. I feel like I always end up on the wrong side of these. Pulling back still. Let's see how strong this thing pulls back, because I think it might find some big new support here and then really just rip onto the upside. DTSS 3.25, kind of impressive. Woo, Tommy, happy birthday. I'm doing all right. Jackson, DTSS, hundreds of thousands of shares trapped long in the, yeah, unless a big boy ramps this up. Scare initial shorts cover, smackdown. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's a really sketchy area. 3.4. That's also how short squeezes happen. Whew! I think we should take a moment for like some little stretches. I still got most of my attention on AIM. I really think that it could have another pull. Let's keep watching it. I think this might be just a classic ABC pattern. Got the A, we got the B, C. And then let's see if we pull back from here, back to a D, and then break out from that. So I'm looking at a potential 1.4 support area. I don't know if I'm going to enter there, but I think if that holds and then we break out from there, that could be really, really good. I typically don't like trading breakouts at 3:53 local time, so 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shaky, shaky, shaky. 143. $143 is being chipped away right now. You know, I really should have got more aggressive at this 1.4. We kind of called it out, but it was only a 6% move. So, you know, perfect entry, perfect exit would have gave you 6-7%. And, you know, that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for a nice chunk of the upside. And, yeah, then a 3% trade or 4% trade is just not worth it. Especially as we're still restricted to how much we can trade. So we had one nice little trade already with DTSS as it pulled back in the morning. In the morning, ooh, that was a quick one. That was all over the place. And then we have AIM that we're looking at. So AIM could be a big breakout. Just, you know, 179 is big resistance above. There's just too much resistance for me on this one, which makes me a little shaky. Let me quickly pull up our scanner here. Let's see what else is going. Scan, personal, aftermarket open scanner. Remember, you guys can have links to all these scanners. I have them in the video description below in the FAQ section. All right, 60 stocks. Let's see what's going on. NVIV had a reverse split. That's why they're up so much. TTNP, what is going on over here? 25 million market cap, 83 million shares. TTNP, that is not on our watch list. TTNP, come on. Float of 82 million, kind of too big. Not really sure if I want to trade that. AIM pulling back again. Oof, Andy, that is a tough one for me to answer. Everyone's gonna have to answer that question on their own. It really depends what you're trying to do with it. It's definitely found some support near 3, and I was actually looking to trade it if it dipped maybe below 2.97 or something like that. But I'm going to be focusing on AIM, and I think it has more upside potential. Although, yeah, DTSS could really find some support, and could be a really good reversal, especially on the second half of the day. You can see my alert is still just waiting here. Just waiting for this thing to crack. And if it does, I'm going to be looking to jump in on it about 350 shares. AIM, guys, looking to crack to the upside here, 145. Again, this is not a time I like to be trading, but I think 145 might have been that breakout zone. A lot of tops in these areas, kind of breaking out. I was thinking we would pull back to 1.4 first. Yeah, DTSS rebounded off of 3.5 really nicely. I see you, Anis, with NE. You already had that great call not too long ago. Fairly large cap, a lot of floats, creeping higher nicely, 15%. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This is definitely going to pull back at one point today really nicely, but I like this one too. NE. You know, I was looking at this one pre-market actually. Float 245. It's a huge float. I am pulling back a little bit. I must say, this is tough. Do we want to trade DTSS? Do we want to trade AIM? Do we want to trade maybe NE? A lot of good stuff. What news is on it? I think we've traded this multiple times in the past. Don't see any news. I think it's going to keep running. It doesn't look like it's done running yet. 104 is probably going to get chipped away. All quiet on the market front, guys. All quiet. We're waiting for some pops, some reversals. I think AIM entry right here, 1.4. Look at that. Big support being held. 1.4. Can it crack? Are we going to get a crack here? 135 could be a really good entry. Looking for a possible entry at 135. Big sellers. Big buyers at 136. Quick rebound. This is what I was worried about. NE at 1.08. It broke past the 1.04. Now it's at 1.09. NE is looking really good. Good call. Anis again with that. I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for AIM to pull back one more time and it just didn't happen, which is a little annoying. I was waiting for a pull past 135. That might have been just way too conservative on my end, but that's why I did not enter at 136. And trust me, I wanted to enter, so that was tough not to do that. Was that a good idea? I have no idea. No idea. Good morning, Shane. Good to have you back. DTSS and go. All right, good to see you, Knocker. DTSS. Yeah, could be a good one. I think that NE, I think that's just going to keep on crawling up today. That's one of those crawlers that before you know it, it's at like, 150. Doesn't have a lot of dollar volume, and you're just like, how is this thing still moving up? I've seen it over and over again, and I think NE is really the one for that. But again, I don't know if I'm going to be trading it. I'm really focused on AIM right now. Waiting for maybe one more pullback. It's definitely still a lot of resistance in this thing. That was a really nice bounce. I was not expecting such a strong bounce. 4%, it's not super crazy, but it's still pretty healthy. Here we go. Looking like it's going to pull back one more time. 15-minute on the 5-minute chart. The 15-minute EMA is really coming in there. NE 1.06. Big support in that area. DTSS, yeah, 315. Really holding this area. I think DTSS could be one of those spikers as well. I have no open position with DTS. I have no open positions at all right now. Gonna put another alert on AIM. Yep, Andrew, and that's exactly what we've been talking about in a lot of these videos. Did have a little bit of selling pressure in the morning, but not really too bad. You just want to watch out with these, because if they don't break higher, they might start creeping lower really, really slowly. And before you know it, you're down 3%, then 7%, then 10%, and then it just keeps on going. So you have to watch out with stocks like DTSS. But yeah, if they hold this area for much longer, they have huge potential to really just kick it. I think NE is actually, I just can't stop thinking about it. It's like, yep, look at that. Nice pullback and continues its little hike to the upside. This thing still has yet to have any sort of blow off top. Sector energy, some macro news, drilling services agreement. Yeah, NE. These guys have been in the news quite some time. Let's see here. 1.5, definitely big resistance. I want to watch out with that area, but I wouldn't be surprised if we crawled all the way up to it. Breaking higher again, now at 1.1. I think me looking at AIM this whole time might be just super unhealthy for myself. DTS testing 3.03. $3.06 now. Woo! When are we gonna go to get another crack? let's see it. Oh man, I got this new mouse, and my wrist feels so much better. It's argon. I can't pronounce that word. Ergonomic. Ergonomics. Oh, ergonomic. I had the wrong letters in my mind. Ergonomic mouse. All right, enough of my tangent. AIM, guys, pulling back a little bit. 1.39. I don't know. I would like a crack below 135, but in all honesty, I don't even know if we're gonna get that at least anytime soon. DTSS, honestly, just buying every time it approached 3 would have been the bet so far. But at one point, it might crack 3. And then if it does crack 3, it might crack it hard. So again, I'm still waiting to have a potential re-entry on this, maybe at 350 shares. I don't know. It's tough to say. At or below. Looks like it's about to get off my alert. NE 1.04. I guess it's paying to be a little bit more cautious so far. I really don't like the decimal places on NE. If we wanted to trade this, we'd be looking for about $1,000 position size. I think honestly, an entry around 97 could be really, really appealing. Big selling volume here, huh? Could just need a pullback. Pullbacks are totally fine. A little healthy correction. Just gonna put in an alert here. Big selling volume, guys. Watch out. AIM pulling back a little bit. Never mind, AIM is definitely not pulling back. AIM is breaking to the upside right now. What is going on, guys? This has been quite a long 5-minute adventure. Looks like it might have found some support in this area. 143. Could this be the breakout trade we've been waiting for? I think there's a really good chance that that's a yes. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Ah, we were so close to buying at 136. So close. I basically just had to click the screen. Everything was printed out. I'm definitely feeling a little bit of FOMO right now. 146, 147. Whoo! And it's breaking out. Here we go. Yep. Or pulling back a little bit. Oh man, these breakouts are really tough to trade on these longer charts, especially I feel like post 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time AM. I've got skunked on them so many times, and that's why I typically am a little bit pause off when I see a pattern like this. But they can be extremely rewarding. I mean, these things can go up 30%, no problem. NE finding some big support again. DTSS at 310. Maybe we'll get really lucky and AIM will have one more crack to the downside to get anyone else on board, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it. I think this thing's running. Retesting this 148 area. 149 has so many sellers. Check that out. Huge amount of sellers. Getting chipped away. This is going to be a big breakout right here. Boom! Sorry for screaming in your guys' ear. Wow. That is what we were looking for. I should have been more aggressive on it. I felt like it was fairly obvious. 153. That's kind of painful to watch that run away from us. 10% already. 10% move, guys. We could have got on it. Yeah, I'd be selling at this double top as well. I would watch out right here. That was a pretty aggressive pullback. Let's see what happens now. Looks like it's going to retest 155. Yeah, DTSS it's kind of a bit weary, huh? It's just constantly just chilling there. I'm still actually pretty interested in NE. AIM, that breakout is taking a lot of attempts here. I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here if we break out of 1.5. It's now 10:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I typically want to wrap up trading around 10:30, but I go all the way to 11 sometimes. Pulling back now. Might do an entry soon here. I think we're going to break past 1.4. Let's see what happens. This thing hasn't really been pulling back that aggressively. This pullback here took many candles, about 9%. This pullback here, about 7%, and the big candle was maybe closer to 6%. So just the way AIM pulls back isn't really that strong. Not to mention 1.4 is a really big support zone. Just going to watch this one a little bit longer. DTSS building some support up. This is a tough little second half of the morning, I'm not going to lie. It's a little choppy. I'm not entirely sure what I would want to be trading right now. AIM with a bigger pullback would be pretty nice. 1.4 actually would be a phenomenal entry, I think. I'm still looking at NE very closely. I would lie if I didn't admit that. Move this alert up a little bit, 39. Here we go, pulling back maybe one more time. Let's see what kind of volume we get on this pullback. NE looks pretty good. pullback to 135 or 136 would be about 4 or 5%. It's 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. 45 minutes since the market opened. Markets are all green still. NASDAQ pulled back just a little bit. Dow Jones with most of the profits, which is actually kind of a bearish sign, I would say. AIM trying to pull back, but it's really just holding its highs really nicely. I think this maybe VWAP 1.4 area might just be a massive support zone, and it could just slowly be driving the price up. So getting an entry on AIM closer to 1.4 could be maybe what we want to do now. Other than that, I might start wrapping up my trading. I don't know. NE, man, I really do want to trade NE. Darn you, Anis, look what you did to me. If NE holds this area and starts inching its way back up again, I think the chance that it breaks 1.1 is tremendous, first of all. But I also wouldn't mind if it just had one more little pullback first. This dip here was about, what kind of dip was that? 5% dip. We'd be entering with about 1,000 shares near 1. That would be a really nice entry. I don't know if we're going to get it though. AIM 1.44. DTS is below 3. Wait, what kind of alert was that? Did I just miss something? That was really quick. Putting another alert in there. AIM. CASA, guys, this was our runner up, and it's just absolutely chilling, not really doing much of anything. Although I got to admit, it's kind of holding this area, kind of interesting, building up some momentum here. Upgrades CASA to outperform. Okay, so they just got a... That's actually some good news they just had about them. Up from market performance list PT price target to 6 from 5. Okay, so they just upgraded this one. Never went below 3. Yeah, what was that? My alert just totally messed me up psychologically. I think CASA might be actually a good ticket today. Kind of. NE pulled back as well. It's a slow mover, but big buyers are kind of coming in here. I don't like the fact that the volume's a little dry. Got me a little bit weary. Some of the bigger spikes on it also have not really been that insane, so it's kind of a slow mover. But it, if it breaks out of the 4.5 area, or more like 4.4, it could probably run all the way to 4.7 fairly fast. Plus, it just got a price target increase. NE pulling back now. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I think it just went off my price target. I was just expecting that it was a little bit bigger. I don't know, EE, that's definitely up to you. You got to know what you want to be doing with the trade, and I think 1.4 is big support, but anything can happen. Market doesn't really care what we think. It'll do what it wants. I'll tell you what, I missed almost every good trade on AIM, so maybe just do the opposite of whatever I say. Like, been absolutely missing this one left and right. This first red to green move would have been the ticket, and I snoozed right through it. 20% rally. Looking like it's finding some resistance here, though. I don't know. I'm still waiting for a little bit pullback back to past 1.4. Yeah, so that knocker DTSS, yeah, it was below, trigger below 3.8. So I don't know. It's confusing. It should have went below three. I don't know. NE back now. AM below 4, 1.4. Well, you guys know how I feel about this. Buyers coming in already. Can we get one more pullback? Sellers still in it. A lot of buyers here. Don't think we're going to get an entry on this one. 136 getting chipped away a little bit though. Just got an entry at 134. We just entered with 800 shares at 1.34, looking for a little bit of reversal. Don't want to get too greedy here. Maybe a reversal back to 1.4. Let's see kind of what happens here. This thing could keep selling off. You just got to remember that. That was a really aggressive pullback. DTSS 3.21 looking really good. A lot of buyers now at 135. $135 is getting chipped a little bit here. Not as strong as I was hoping for. Again, still getting chipped away. This might be a small little red trade here, or a red trade, who knows? Let's watch out. It's definitely a lot of selling volume. Some buyers coming in at 135. 134 getting chipped. So I want to be really careful with this. This will definitely be most likely my last trade. NASDAQ back up a little bit. That's a good sign. Big buyers at 134. Selling pressure continues though. DTSS finding some support. $136. Trying to break through it. Might try to get out of this trade fairly soon. Big resistance, just huge resistance on this one. I think a lot of people are trying to get out of that trade. I really want to see this break higher really fast, or else I'll probably be getting out right around here as well. 137, having some issues. Remember, this is a pullback trade. We're only looking for about 3, 4, 5% tops on these setups. Don't want to get greedy on these support line bounces. That could really land you in some tough positions. $137, some buyers coming in now. We're long 800 shares at 1335. I might force my exit on 137. All right, we are out of this trade. Quick little support line bounce. That was a quickie, huh? Bounce sure took a while. I think this king could keep breaking out today. I don't know. I was waiting for that 1.4 crack all day. And then, you know, we had that 1.4 crack here and I missed the entry. And then I was like, I don't want to be a fool and just buy the double bottom. I'm going to wait for a further crack to the downside. This thing ran up 12%. I think this is going to be a really good trade to talk about in the recap video. I'm also really interested to see how this trade pulls out. You know, are we going to break back above 1.5? Is this thing going to see all-time highs? Or is this thing just going to pull back like it did yesterday? Because that's basically all it did yesterday. DTS has just been loaded with trading opportunities. I'd watch out, finding some big resistance here. I probably would have already took my profits if I was long this one, about 5%, I don't know. NE, I swear this one, during our recap video later today, guys, I think there's a good chance that this thing is just absolutely going to rip. Who knows? I might be totally wrong. But let's see on the recap video. Let's see where this thing's going to be at. If it's at 1.5, I might shed a tear. I might generally cry. Because that would have been such a good trade. AIM pulling back a little bit. We had a near perfect entry and exit on this one that just about never happened. So I'm going to soak up that niceness for a second. We entered right here at 1335 and we exited at 139. So this was pretty solid. I do think though that it might break back above VWAP and I left a lot of money on the table. I just didn't really want to be trading it too much longer though. Plus I'm starting to get a little like delirious after looking at the screen for so long. Big support coming in at 137. Phew, that support is absolutely ripping it. DTSS, guys, doesn't know when to stop. This is going to be a really good one to recap as well. All right, everyone, I'm going to wrap up the trading for me today. I am done. We could actually keep on trading if I wanted to. I have another $800 I could trade, but to me, two trades is plenty. I'm super happy about that. If you check out our monitor, we made, what did we make today? Let's see. Today was an $83 profit day with this specific account, which is really, really nice. Nothing crazy, but hey, anything over 50 bucks with $1,000 position size, I find like a really, really good day. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'll take my $83. And yesterday we had an over $100 day. I think it was like $110. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It was really good fun, really, really good fun trading with you guys. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. I can't believe it's already Thursday. Oh my God, these weeks absolutely fly by. If you guys like this content, and if you're still here, I hope you do. Don't forget to leave a like. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to see you again. I would love to trade again with you. It's such a fun community, and we've been learning a lot from each other. I know I have. I hope you guys have too. So yeah, definitely subscribe. I'll be coming out with a recap video, recapping, this day in a little bit. So I'm gonna start working on that in like an hour. All right, guys. Till next time, like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.